What's going on, guys? This is FaZe Meek, and these are the results for the quarterfinal stage of my 100K editing contest. Everyone had really awesome entries. If you guys didn't check out any of the matchups, make sure you guys go back and check those out. All the matchups are really intense and really awesome, but I got to pick a winner for each bracket, and so the people that I say in this video are the winners are going to be moving on to the top 8. So as you guys can see on your screen, there's the bracket. You see all the matchups in the top right. That's an empty bracket because if you guys remember, Idealism and who else was it? Idealism and Storm dropped out. So there was an empty bracket. So one of the losers of the other 7 brackets will end up actually getting a second chance and being put in that spot to face off against whoever wins between Horn and Vlaxure. So if that makes sense, hopefully you guys can see what I'm talking about here. It'll make sense once you see the final bracket. But yeah, anyways, so I'll just go ahead and announce the winners now. We'll just go by in order of the brackets. So the first matchup was between Arrow and D3. I really liked their entries. Both of them were really intense. It was an awesome matchup. But the winner of this one is going to be, drumroll, it's going to be D3. No, hard feelings or anything to Arrow or any other ones that are going to lose in this stage. Just I had to pick a winner, and D3 just came out on top on that one. So he's the winner of that matchup. The next one was between rSOLVE and Barker. Again, both awesome entries, but the winner ended up being rSOLVE. So rSOLVE is going to go on to the next matchup. He's going to be facing off against D3 in the top 8. And yeah, so the third matchup was the surprise one. That was between FinalMoment and Exta. And FinalMoment got moved over since his partner dropped out. The winner of that one, it was a really hard decision for me on this one. This was one of the harder ones to decide, but FinalMoment actually came up on top on that one. So he's going to move on to the next round. Nothing hard against Exta. Entry was awesome, but got to pick a winner. All right, so for the fourth matchup, it was between Noah and Jiggy. Again, a really awesome matchup, but the winner of this one is Noah. So yeah, Noah versus FinalMoment in the next stage of the contest in top 8. All right, so going up to the top right, you got the empty bracket, so we'll ignore that. Horn and Vlaxure, awesome matchup, just like everyone else's. I keep saying that, but I need to stress how hard it was to decide for some of these. Yeah, between those two, we felt that Horn came out on top. So Horn gets to move on to the next round, and he'll be facing off against whoever I pick from the losers to get a second chance. The next matchup was between Ven and Zurge. I feel like this was another really difficult one to decide, but in the end it came down to really minor things, and I think Ven came out on top on this one. So Ven's moving on to the next round. Last but not least, but Bitter and Nate was the last matchup of the top 16, and between those two, I think Bitter deserves to move on. So again, no hard feelings to anyone who lost, but those are the ones that I myself thought should move on, and everyone else that I had help. It wasn't just me. I had probably 10 other editors that I respect to help me out, and that's the way it worked out in the end. We all agreed on those. So yeah, so it's going to be D3 versus rSOLVE. You got FinalMoment versus Noah. You got Bitter versus Ven, and then Horn versus it's going to be one of those losers. So what I want you guys to do in this situation is vote in the comments who you think should move on from the winners, and I'll decide and take your opinions into consideration, and then we'll decide who gets to have a second chance to face off against Horn. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this video, I don't want to make it too long, so I'll do a separate video with the next stage of the contest. I'll put all those names into a hat just like I did before, and I'll pick out the matchups, pick out the genre, and then the next matchup or the next round will start. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Congratulations to all the winners. Sorry to all the losers. You guys all had awesome entries. But it had to happen. So congratulations to those moving on. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsors for making this contest possible, and get excited for the next round. That's pretty much all I have to say, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, later.